Hi guys, welcome back to another video. I'm Denise and today's video is going to be about the scientific method. But first, what is the scientific method? Well, in summary, the scientific method is an organized and structured way of solving a problem. Let's try understanding it better using an example. Let's say you woke up one day to realize that you are losing your phone. You must have misplaced it somewhere and now you don't know where it is. You check everywhere. The living room, your desk, bedroom, you even check outside, but you still can't find it. Now you are frustrated because you can't find it. Then you re-enter the house and go into the playroom and see that your brother had your phone this whole time. To prevent from this situation from happening, scientists have come up with a foolproof method called the scientific method. Now we know why there is such thing as the scientific method, but how do we use it properly and how does it exactly work? In total, there are 6 steps. Some sources have more than 6 steps, but this is because they have expounded on some of the steps. But in general, everything gets collapsed and simplified into these 6 steps. The first step is observation. It is a general thought or something that you have noticed about your surroundings. You may have multiple observations, and you are not limited to just thinking of one. In our example, the observation would be that your phone is missing. To know exactly what you want to solve, we have the problem. It is stating the problem or question that you want to solve. Depending on the topic of your study, you could have more than one question. But for our example earlier, we would only have one, which is, where is my phone? After knowing what you want to solve, we have hypothesis. A hypothesis is an educated guess that might answer your question. You may want to research before creating a hypothesis so that your hypothesis would be more accurate. But you can also make a hypothesis based on your observations from the first step. Back to the example. Your observations or data gathered could be from your memory. The last time that you saw your phone, it was in the playroom, so your hypothesis could be, my phone is in the playroom. Now you go and test your hypothesis. It is as straightforward as you think it is. You check to see if your hypothesis was correct or not. In short, experimentation. You check the playroom and check to see that your brother is actually using your phone. Second to the last step is to record and analyze the data you have collected from the experiment. In our example, there is no need to record the data because it's easy to remember. But in other experiments, it may be handy to record and input the data into a graph or a chart. This way, it would be easier to digest the information you got from the experiment and form a conclusion. The analysis you could make from seeing your brother have your phone is that my brother borrowed my phone when I left it in the playroom. To close everything off, we have the last step, which is the conclusion. This is the time wherein we accept or reject our hypothesis. If your hypothesis is correct, you can address it and close off the experiment. But if not, it's okay. You can create a new hypothesis and go through the same process again until you get the results that you are looking for. So using our example for the last time, we can conclude that our hypothesis was correct, that your phone was indeed in the playroom. As you can see, we have solved the problem that we first stated in the second step in a concise and orderly manner. You don't have to look around everywhere to find your phone anymore. Congrats! You have found your phone. And not only that, but you also learned about the scientific method. Specifically, you learned why the scientific method is important to know, what is the scientific method, and what are the steps of the scientific method. Thank you, everyone, again for joining my science class, and I will see you in the next one. Remember that every day is just another puzzle. Bye!